The Kardashians are constantly changing, growing, and evolving right before our eyes. We've seen the breakups.
He fell in love with me and I fell in love with him, and now my feelings have changed.
The makeups.
Wow, gorgeous.
The fights.
Stop!
The births. The brands.
Owner of Poosh.
And they're still ready to show us more.
You have no idea what's coming.
Here's a look at how these mega influencers have changed from 2012 to now. Number 1. Kim's fashion icon evolution is one for the books. Kim Kardashian has come a long way from her Hollywood bombshell days. Let's take a walk down memory lane. 2012 was the year a lot of things changed for Kim, but most importantly, she went public with Kanye, and from that point on, she has pretty much solidified herself as a style icon. I mean, that Balenciaga caution look, and how could we forget maternity fashion Kim? Or pretty much any Met Gala look. Her personal style has become more daring over the years. Fashion is the name of her game, and she came to slay. Number 2. Makeup in 2012 wasn't doing anyone justice. Maybe it was the bright flash and duck face selfies, but thank goodness for the evolution of makeup and better lighting. Kim's contouring game has also improved over the years. You don't launch a makeup line with contour kits if it hasn't.
Can't live without my KKW contour.
Her overall look has also changed with the times, and we can pretty much confidently say she's become a beauty trendsetter. From her blonde era to the brunette inches she's been rocking lately, Kim knows what works for her in the beauty department. Number 3. 10 years later, not much has changed. 10 years ago, Kim was getting divorced from Kris Humphries. Remember 72 days and all that? 10 years later, she's in the process of a divorce from Kanye. The same, but different. Different because this time around, she made it past the 3-month mark and built a family of 4 children. In 10 years, that's a lot of change. Kim's transition into motherhood has been so seamless, you almost forget what her life was like before her kids. Number 4. One thing Kim will do is get up and work. And she has. For the last 10 years, Kim has been busy building an empire that she's passionate about.
If you had a business that you were passionate about, then you would know what it takes.
Before KKW Beauty, there was Kardashian Beauty. Before Skims, there was Dash Boutique. And so many other ventures in between, including Shoe Dazzle, by the way. Yeah, Kim co-founded that too. Kim, always about her business Kardashian, has spent the last 10 years solidifying her brand. Anyone remember Kimojis? Those emojis made millions in minutes. If that's not a branding wonderkind move, I don't know what is. Number 5. Kim's assets have also had quite the evolution. Things change after babies, especially as one matures as gracefully as possible. Kim has always been on top of her fitness, but this last decade, she lifted things into high gear. It was almost a decade ago she declared she no longer wanted the very thing she's known for, her curves. How did she do it? Pure dedication and hard work, and 6 a.m. killer workouts. We're not sure about her 6 a.m. starts for workouts, but more power to her, literally. Number 6. Let's be honest, Kylie has always been that girl. We still remember her blue dip dye had Tumblr in a chokehold back in the day. Kylie Jenner has definitely blossomed from girl next door to bombshell babe status over the last decade. You can almost pinpoint the moment she started getting more confident in her style, down to the year. In 2014, we saw Kylie really transform into Kylie Jenner. Her confidence in style has only matured along with her, and now, as a mother, it seems she's passed on the style genes to her kids. Number 7. 4 brands and 2 babies later. Kylie Jenner is slowly becoming a household name. It all kicked off with her first baby, Kylie Cosmetics' infamous lip kits. The one thing about the Kar-Jenners, whatever controversy they may be involved in, may inspire their next business.
How does she get these beautiful lips?
Kylie managed to turn the conversation around her changing lips into a multi-million-dollar company. From there, her empire has kept growing, to now include brands like Kylie Baby, a reflection of her growing family. Following in the footsteps of her older sister Kim, she's a mogul in her own right. Number 8. We can't deny Kylie's look has made a complete transformation. From her lips to her makeup, and even her curves, Kylie has made quite an evolution. Once a teen just trying to make it to cheer practice and hanging out with her friends, to a mega influencer setting trends. 10 years later, it seems like Kylie has found her groove when it comes to beauty and her look. Since the birth of her son, her interests in healthy living have also changed. Miss Jenner's really growing up. Number 9. The queen of au naturel and cruelty-free. Kourtney Kardashian has been transitioning to more natural alternatives for all things beauty and health for the last decade. We've seen her rebrand herself as a gluten-free ambassador, anti-sugar marshal,
I'm not saying they can't have
candy.
treats.
and founder of Poosh. Though her antics may rub her sisters the wrong way, Kourtney has stayed true to her natural self for the better half of this decade. So much so that she's built a business she's apparently quite passionate about. A change from the original beauty brand the sisters started together in 2012, we wonder if Kourtney would still recommend Kardashian beauty products on Poosh. Number 10. She may not be her mother's favorite, but Kourt knows how to make a statement. From necklaces to lipstick, Kourtney hasn't been one to shy away from color. Over the years, she's really grown into her own style, which isn't always easy with a sister critiquing your fits.
Your outfit would have been great if you didn't have blue eyeshadow.
These days, we can't help but wonder if her sense of style is influenced by her fiancé Travis Barker. It wouldn't be the first time a Kardashian had a style evolution based on their relationship status. Number 11. We've come a long way since the Kourtney Scott saga. We saw their highs.
What time do you want to get married?
Right now?
Now.
Their lows.
Do you just write down all the reasons to pick at Scott?
And everything in between. 10 years ago, Kourtney and Scott welcomed their daughter, Penelope Disick. 10 years later, she's engaged and blending her family. And Scott is Scott. The co-parents haven't officially been together since the birth of their youngest, Reign, but in the final season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Scott revealed whenever Kourtney was ready, he would marry her.
Well, I love you, and I'm ready to marry you right here, right now.
Well, Kourtney is a little preoccupied right now, celebrating her first official engagement, happy as can be. Number 12. From All-American to Good American. Throwback to 2012 Khloe Kardashian, married and stepping out on her own a little bit more. She's on season 2 of her show with her husband, Khloe and Lamar, and she's slowly saying goodbye to her darker locks and welcoming the blonde in. In this decade, we've seen Khloe blossom in her style, which usually consists of a bodysuit with a good pair of American jeans, or anything with a trench coat. She may not be as daring in fashion as her sisters, but she knows what works for her and looks good doing it. Number 13. Things change over a decade. Some more than others. The Kardashian family are all pretty much workout junkies, but Khloe kicked that into high gear this last decade. She has seamlessly transitioned into a fitness girly. For the last 10 years, she's been doing a whole lifestyle change. Her eating habits and workout schedule is so consistent, even hungover and while pregnant with True. Number 14. The Lamar to Tristan pipeline was something. One thing the world seems to be united on when it comes to the Kar-Jenner family is Khloe's love and happiness, her happy ending. From going through a tumultuous relationship and divorce with her ex-husband Lamar Odom, to dealing with Tristan Thompson's very public infidelities, she has still managed to get her groove back every time. Now, being a mother, something she had been vocal about wanting for so long, she says that's where her priority is. Number 15. Kendall has built quite the modeling career in 10 years. Kendall has come a long way from not even wanting to practice her runway walk with Kim to being one of the highest paid models. Kendall has caught the entrepreneurial bug like her sisters, starting with the line she shares with Kylie, and now her tequila brand. But for the most part, Kendall stays in her modeling lane, except for a few mishaps. Pepsi, anyone? Either way, she's made a name for herself in the modeling industry and doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. Number 16. Some things haven't changed, and that's okay. Kendall may be the only sibling to be childless, but she's a hands-on aunt. And until she's ready to become a mother, she has 11 nieces and nephews at almost every stage of childhood to practice with. And when might that time be? Possibly soon.
I want kids badly soon, too.
Kendall may have caught a little baby fever after watching her younger sister Kylie become a mother, and she is entertaining the idea of having kids, but there's no rush for her just yet. These are just some run-of-the-mill 20-something feelings. Number 17. Their fights have pretty much stayed the same. Savage. The Kardashians love hard, but they fight just as hard. Over the years, we've seen some of the worst, or best fights. No matter how much time passes, these siblings will still be siblings, and sometimes they fight hard with each other. But one of the worst fights to ever air was the physical fight between Kim and Kourtney. To be honest, for the last 10 years, there seems to always be a fight between Kim and Kourtney. Being the oldest, they've had the most time to work on their comebacks. Number 18. Keeping Up with the Kardashians versus the Kardashians on Hulu. After 20 seasons, the Kardashians wrapped up their longtime series, only to announce their new series on a different network. Power move much? The Kardashians on Hulu is set to air in April and will be keeping up on steroids. More documentary style and involving the entire family, and have a quicker turnaround. It's going to be different from Keeping Up debut now that the Kardashian family is worth a total of $5 billion. We'll just have to wait and see how much more they'll share. Number 19. We can't forget their epic Christmas photos that show the Kardashian family grow over the years. In the last decade, they've gone from being heavily produced to become intimate family photos. Once more kids started joining the family, they took the typical matching outfit family photo and made it Kardashian, with their most recent Christmas photo featuring the family decked out in Skims loungewear. A big difference from the Vegas-themed shoot in 2013. They've scaled things back over the years because they're still a real family, no matter how many followers they have. Number 20. The matriarch of the family has had her own glow up too. We have to give it up to momager extraordinaire Kris Jenner. In the last decade, she has divorced Caitlyn Jenner and fallen in love with Corey Gamble. But that's not all. She's expanded past her momager duties and started some very mom-like business ventures of her own, like her cookbook, In the Kitchen with Kris, her talk show that aired for one season, and most recently, a home cleaning line she co-owns with Chrissy Teigen, called Safely. This mama bear isn't slowing down. So much has changed for the Kardashian family. 10 years is a long time. Who do you think had the biggest transformation? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to The Thing Celebrity for more on your favorite celebs.